Citizens, can we have a heart-to-heart right now? It's almost the end of the school year and we're in state testing, and that's different and stressful enough. Changes my calendar, but there's so much to do for the month of May. So a lot of things have been neglected, mostly personal things, because I'm having a hard time balancing and juggling all of it. Well, part of the thing is I do not like certain chores in my house. One of them is laundry, not doing it per se, but putting it away. So I wash it, I dry it, I just don't want to put it away. It's like the most inconceivable thing to me. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, why is the laundry room so far from my closet? It doesn't even make sense. If I had it, my ideal closet would have, it'll be walk-in and the laundry facilities will be right in there, so you can wash and dry your clothes and just hang them back up. Well, another chore that I don't like to do is I don't like to mow the lawn. And I think I've said this numerous times on my channel, but I just want you to look at it a little bit. I just don't like it. And so when I get myself ready to do it, my mind is set. Okay? And this is not bad. This is just the front yard. Okay? It's doable. There's no dandelions, nothing popping up. There's some weeds in there somewhere. My backyard, however, has been neglected. Look, things just grow really fast, like I'm in a forest already. And so, anywho, I asked my mom to come and take care of this crazy girl who's over here eating weeds or grass or whatever. All I asked my mom to do is trim her paws and her pants, because look, this girl, she's part golden retriever, part collie, and look at all of this fur. So much. So my mom was able to do it, but Kiki decided she was gonna just, when it rained, she was gonna sit in the mud. So now her pants are just way dirty, so now she needs a bath. So my mom couldn't do it. So when my mom can't do something, she wants to help me, so she comes out here and then she tries to cut my grass. Now, mind you, I have a lot of misplaced aggression, and I was getting myself prepared to do the backyard. And I understand her sentiment. She wants to help, but she's already doing a whole lot of other helping for my family. So when I came out here, I saw that the lawnmower was already out here. However, she took the gas cap, so I couldn't really run it. And so I left work earlier than usual to come home and just kind of knock out this chore. Now mind you, I do not like this chore. Okay, let's cut to love language. My love language is acts of service, followed closely by words of affirmation, followed very closely by quality time. So when people do nice things for me, the sentiment is not lost, believe me. Had I came home and this chore was completely done, I would have been over the moon ecstatic. However, it's now like 4 hours later, and I get, like, she brings the part back to me. I go to bed very early, like 9 o'clock. So now I was kind of frustrated. I'm frustrated because in my mind I'm like, okay, I don't really have this much time to get all this stuff done. No, her decision kind of played into my frustration. So when I asked her about it, she was like, well, I was trying to help. And I said, I see that, I see the sentiment. However, I'm still very disappointed, because I asked you to do one thing and just do that thing. Do it. So, anywho, as I was like, you know, I've been prayed up all day. So as I was trying to figure out my next course of action, I was just resolved to be like, okay, get myself motivated to go out here and do it on the last little bit of energy that I have. Just like cut the lawn. God in his infinite wisdom allowed my old gardener to come by, and he said, hey, I'll give you a deal. Keisha is just going to be on some mood medicine and painkillers, and not painkillers like ibuprofen or nothing like that, but like just things that help with inflammation, so that way she can have some relief from her symptoms. I remember my grandmother having a huge amount of pain from arthritis, and she had to do a lot of different things. So I just want to be mindful of where Kiki's mindset is, because she's older and then she's kind of like freaking out a little bit about it, and hopefully I can just give her some relief. The good thing is it's nothing really bad, but I'm like life threatening, but it's still a different dynamic to work with. Oh, and an update on this house, not that because it's my alarm, but on the AC, I called a lot of companies and everyone was, you know, trying to get me to buy a new system, and there was a company that called and they said they had a service technician named Cody, and because I just lost my Coco in January, that was the company I felt led to go with because of his name. And I'm glad that I did, because when that guy showed up, he was like, Miss Canada, I can keep any system alive as long as it needs to stay alive so you can save your money. And that was a blessing. So he came and he went to go look at the system to see if he could bring it back alive. He started to smile, he got excited. He said all I need to do is change 2 parts. He told me what the price of the parts were. He told me exactly what they were going to do. He looked at not the invoice, but the estimate that I got from the other companies, and he said what they could do and what changes could happen and all those different things. And so his service was just very awesome and over the top. So I recommended him to some of my friends because he took care of it, and I'm back in business and the house is not hot. That's all I gotta say, because that was another reason why I wasn't really looking forward to cutting grass, because I'm not gonna cut grass, be out here sweating, and then come back into a hot house. Could not do it. So I'll say this, look at God. Look at him. Look at God. He took care of it. So if I can just end this school year, be done. Last day of classes is May 19th, and just start taking care of myself and just ending this year, not this year, but like closing out and just closing out files and getting everything together, I can finally have some time to myself, finally. And that's exactly what I want to do. So I was frustrated and I was disappointed, but most of it is because I'm just used to having things be where I left them. And so when somebody comes to help me and they don't leave something the way I left it, or they change the situation, I get very frustrated, because I was just thinking about that in my mind, how nice it is not to be worried or concerned about something that I left, because I know I left it there, so it's going to be back there. If I didn't eat it, it's still going to be in my refrigerator. If I didn't wear it, it's still going to be clean. So I'm kind of privileged that way, where I don't have to look behind myself too much, because there's a method to my madness. So I say all that to say thank you all for your prayers. Thank you for looking out for me, and thank you just for the advice. And I know, first world problems, right? First world problems.
That's Canadian Queen 76 dude. Go and find it exclusively on YouTube. Oh yeah.